Hey everybody, I hope you are doing well. I am Afefe with Touch by Tarot. I am, if you're not familiar with me, I am a former newspaper journalist turned certified tarotist. So, my approach to spiritual things and the tarot, oracles, etc. is on the one hand, I'm all about spiritual beliefs, the universe, something greater than us assisting us. And on the other hand, I'm about, but let's get to the facts, right? Let's get to what can, in a real practical way, what can help us get there, what we need to improve, things that we can do, right? Who, what, when, where, and why of what we're going through. So I like it. It's an interesting balance for me. I try to share, my insights with you all. Thank you so much, new subscribers, those who give me feedback and comments on my posts. Love all of that. I really appreciate your presence and your time. That said, let's get into this Lionsgate portal that's coming up. I'm taping this on Monday, July 7th. The portal is technically already open. It goes full on tomorrow, July 8th. It is the 8-8 portal. Many of you have heard of that. But let's break that down a little bit. I want to crack the code on that for us so that we can really, really take advantage of this energy. Many astrologers, if you follow astrology, they're talking about this Lionsgate portal. Anytime you hear the word portal, you're thinking, okay, something's opening up. If there's a thinner veil between the worlds, right? Perhaps between, our earthly realm, this 3D realm, and the spiritual realm. But there's something going on where we have more access than usual, okay? It's heightened. It's something going on. So people, a lot of astrologers that I follow, people here on YouTube and elsewhere, been talking about super experiences of some sort of spiritual awakening, or having your senses heightened, having things come to you, synchronicities, just mushrooming all around us, all of that sort of thing. So that's all great. I want to talk a little bit about some more practical ways as well. In addition to those ways, definitely bring it on, spirit. I want to be awakened. I want to feel more empowered and all of that. But speaking of empowerment, that's one thing that in terms of tarot, I wanted to share with you all, because in the system of tarot, the strength card is the number 8 major arcana in tarot. And it is almost always represented by, excuse that little ring light there, represented by a lion. You will see some form of a lion there. I want to show it to you in another deck that I pulled as well. All right, so you can just kind of get 2 different depictions there. And this one I really love, because this one, you all, whereas the lion is alone here, king of the jungle, da-da. Here is what we typically see more often in tarot, because it usually is a woman with a much larger animal, the lion. And the idea is this woman is in the presence of something that technically could overtake her, destroy her easily without even any effort. But really, she is in control. She tames the beast, quote unquote beast. She is able to lend her inner strength, her strength of mind, character, and spirit, to tap into the vibe of the lion, so that the lion becomes protective, cooperative, her cohort, rather than any sort of threat or danger. In this particular deck, and I'll list them in the description box for those of you who are interested, this one says, there's some keywords here, and it says mind over matter, love wins, and majesty. Hold that up for you all. Mind over matter, love wins, and majesty. So this Lionsgate portal, in the context of what we know about the strength card in tarot, is about remembering and reminding ourselves just how strong we really are. That no matter how large or overwhelming sometimes circumstances can be in our lives and those things around us, if we conduct ourselves in that higher vibration, if we walk with a sense of majesty, if we remember that love wins, this is just so incredible that they said that. If we remember mind over matter, mind over matter. If you don't remember anything else from this taping, please take those 3 words with you. Mind over matter, okay? Because so much of what we are doing, our manifestation rituals, our visualization, our goals, our ambitions, our desires, our recovery from perhaps illnesses or trauma or grief or loss, the stages of life that we go through, all of those things build character. And very much, this is going under the sign of Leo. I should have said that even earlier, all right? Strength is represented by and ruled by the sign Leo. We are still in Leo season, all right? So there's this character building, this courageousness that's not only being called upon for many of us, but a reminder of just how much we already have it and how many times in our lives we have had to demonstrate that. All right, so I want you to think about that. I also want you to be really aware of the sun and thinking about yeah, I'm doing my Vanna White thing, right? The sun, because the sun is life-giving. The Leo is ruled by the planet Sun, all right? Think about, in this card, of all animals, they gave it to a pecking duck. But that pecking duck is strutting it, right? Pecking duck is like, listen, I am here to shine no matter what. Don't let me brush down my fur a little bit and make it prettier for you. I absolutely love that. And it says, triumph, the keywords, triumph, bliss, and hard work creates good luck. Let me hold that one up for you. That's that strength and that character building that we were talking about that comes with the strength card in the major arcana, and that comes with this lion's portal, in my opinion, my humble opinion, okay? That hard work that we're doing, and meaning the hard work that we have done to maintain our character, to build our character, to continue to envision who we are, how we define our lives, how we build our circles, how we nurture our families, how we show up in the world, the ways that we maintain our humanity and relate to one another. All of those are forms of hard work, as well as the actual work that we may do for income. All right, so just thinking about that hard work creates good luck. Because another thing you'll hear often about this Lionsgate portal is like, it's a tremendous opportunity, a portal opening the veil for spirit to just shower us with so many good things. But a lot of that, guys, you got to remember, it's not like ringing a bell, ding, 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 and it just happens. Although it can be, for some of us, it can be absolutely just an angelic blessing that occurs. But more often, in the context of what strength really means, is it is a muscle. It is spiritual muscle. It is what you have learned and taught yourself over your lifetime to become the person you are. And this hard work, that's work. Self-development, personal growth, spiritual growth is all work. Okay? And it's saying that hard work is what brings you the good luck. And here I also wanted to show you this depiction of the sun, because the sun very often it brings life. It brings that sense of play. And you very often will see a child depicted in sun. And it's about remembering that even after, the sun always rises after the night. So even in the darkest night, even in the toughest situations, the sun will rise again, right? We tell ourselves that. That's another thing I want you to be aware of during this 8/8 portal, you all, which goes till, I think it's the strongest, till August 11th. So we got a few days of this portal being open. But remember that you are more than the sum of your parts. Really, we all are. We are more than the sum of our parts. And so the labels that we tend to put on ourselves, I'm a mother, or I'm a provider, I'm a man, I'm a whatever, all those titles that we tend to wear, here it goes a little bit deeper, because there is this connection to spirit. And spirit does want us to awaken to our life-giving properties. Wants us to stand up and shine, no matter if we are looking a little fuzzy like this duck, or if we're feeling playful like this child, or somewhere in between all of that. It is about showing up with our essence, our vibe, our determination. Mind over matter. Remember, we had that mind over matter card. All right, so I want to wrap this up with a couple of things that spirit gave me to remind you and remind myself as well. Mind, body, spirit. The portal, 8-8 portal, in order for us to crack this code, is we have to remember to make ourselves available to the energy that wants to come to us. And when I think of that mind, body, spirit connection, right? Because we all have that in relationship to the universe, to the divine, right? Strength, right? We've been talking about strength. The lion, being courageous, building our character, but also mind, body, building our muscle. Over the next few days, I recommend, whether you have a hand weight or a gallon jug of water, but something where you physically remind your body how strong it is. You know, where you physically hold something, use something, go for a walk, but where you tap into the strength of your body to thank your body for all that it does. Take those deep breaths. Thank your heart, your lungs, you know, your organs, all of that. But really get in touch with your body and the strength of your body, not just the functioning of it, but the strength and verve of your body. Let's do that during this Lionsgate portal to help keep that portal open as wide as it can be and take advantage of it. All right. Secondly, in terms of the mind, I don't, and this is however it works for you, but I am recommending candles, that you light a candle and sit with it 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes as a light form of meditation. And the reason why candles, sure, we could sit down anytime and just close our eyes and just get comfortable on a mat or whatever. Cool, absolutely do that. But remembering too, the sun, Leo, fiery energy. You know, Leo is a fiery, very, very fiery element. So I was thinking about, Spirit led me to think, in terms of using that fire element to focus your energy, because fire does, it ignites, it brings, safely, right? We always want to be safe with any time we're using an element like that. But it in terms of symbolically, what it can do for us during this time is really help us understand the nature of our vitality, the nature of the power of fire, power in tarot of the 4 suits, air, earth, fire, and water. Fire is considered the most spiritual, quote unquote, element in the deck, because it is the fire of creation. The sun, especially, you think about the power of the sun, like we can't even comprehend it completely, all right? So think about that in terms of fire and utilize your mind element in your meditation. Maybe even if it's just a little tea light, whatever you feel comfortable with and safe with. But use a little fire. And finally, you all, I have 3 oracles that I pulled for you to close out. This in spirit, all right? We did the body, we did mind, and now I'm recommending spirit as the 3rd element to help you crack the code and really take advantage of this 8-8 portal. I pulled 3 oracles. If you are on this reading, normally sometimes I do pick a cards and things, but these 3 oracles are for anybody who lands on this reading. If you've really stayed with it this far, these 3 images and messages are for you during this time. They will help you during this time. It'll be something that resonates with you. You'll know it when you hear it. The first one that I pulled for you is the seahorse with the keyword equality. Hold that up for you. So this 8-8 portal, for some of you, is going to, if this resonates and pings you, it's really about a long-term issue that you've been dealing with, or a project, or a goal, some ambition that you have, to see and it needs and requires equality in order to function, in order to really come to its fullness. For you, equality is extremely important. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are Libras, because of that balance and justice. So think about that in terms of, during this time, what is it that Spirit can bring you? How does this portal open for you in ways that allows your life to be more reflective of equality, the trait of equality, the value of equality? Are you being fair to yourself? Are you giving yourself that platform to understand in your relationships that you do demand equal treatment? All right, so that's one message for you all, that seahorse equality. The second message that I got for you is the hare, and the key word is cycles. We are in, by the way, this is a 7 year in the Chinese year. This is the year of the rabbit. And it is supposed to be a year of great luck, good fortune, tides turning in our favor, all right? So think about that in terms of the hair. You know, what cycles of life are you going through? Or how are you planning for your next stage of life, your next cycle of life? And perhaps that's what this 8-8 portal is going to do for you, is kind of ping you with some sort of awareness, that greater awareness, right? That this is what my next step is. Like, instead of just wondering about it, not being too sure, there's something here where it's going to just come and you're going to go, whoa, all right, I get it. These are the cycles that I've been through, and these are the cycles that I want to go towards. So think about that. Look up, resonate with the hair. And the final card that I pulled for you all is the polar bear. And it says ancestors. Talk about a portal opening. All right? Look how protective that is. The polar bear. Look at that. There's the bear, there's the ancestral energy, and there you are, figuratively. All right? So this, for some of you, if this really pings you, this 8-8 portal is that greater access to your ancestral realms, to those other realms where there is something in the character and strength and fiber of those who've gone before. There is a saying very often in the African American community about, we stand on the shoulders of our forebears, right? For everything that we're able to achieve. We didn't just jump up out of nowhere and like, okay, watch me work. It is from the generations who have gone before us, who have paved the way, who have talked about equality a moment ago. I think about going back to the 60s and the civil rights movement. I grew up in an era where people were literally being bitten by dogs and hosed in the streets, and we've all seen the films. But these are the people that I owe something to, that I feel like I owe something to. Because of them, I can vote. I don't have to go through that hassle. I can vote. All right. Although we all know the times that we're in, and we got to really lock down and make sure our rights are not taken from us, because there's a larger agenda out there. But that's another time and another place. Right now, we are protected. And this portal is opening to give us that greater connection to those who have gone before us. If there are people who you can think of, who when you do think of them, you think about their strength, their fortitude, their fearlessness. This is a great time to tap into that energy during this portal. All right, you all? I hope that was helpful. Let me know. Leave me your comments. I will, you know what? A little less work at the end of the description box. For those of you who are interested in the decks, I use the Animals of the Art deck. I used the, what else did I use? I used the Zodiac Tarot. And look, it even has that image of strength on the cover. Okay? And finally, I used the Divine Animals Oracle. Okay? So, somebody's going to ask them. A lot of you are readers and you love to collect decks, and I love that. I love connecting with you on that level. All right, you all. Have a great time out with this portal. Let it open wide. Crack the code. Take advantage of it. Mind, body, spirit. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.